You are very hypnotizing to them and they cannot shake you. Everything about you just makes them feel drawn to you, fixate on you. Your independence is extremely attractive. You are self made. You have this self sufficient way about you whereby they feel as if you don't need them. It makes them feel a little bit weary, but at the same time, it's very attractive. You don't need them for anything, and it's confusing, but it keeps them interested. They've seen all the things that you have accomplished in your life, and they admire you. They respect you. You may have moved away from this individual and it's got this person all up in their head. What if they never connect with you again? What if they never speak to you again? It can't be, is what they're thinking, because a cycle has definitely closed. Maybe a cycle has indeed closed for sure, because maybe you were forced to be independent away from this person. Maybe you did actually move away from this person. Not to say that it didn't get into your head about the whole situation, but instead of fixating on what could have been, you done your healing, you done your grieving, and you closed out the cycle. But this person is yearning to connect with you. It's almost as if your absence has activated their heart chakra. They feel left out in the cold. They find themselves texting you, then deleting it, writing songs about you, journaling for some of you, writing messages that they'll never send. And they're confused as to how you got them all up in their feelings like this. Whenever they hear a certain song, they think of you. You may have sent songs to each other, or they select a certain song that reminds them of you. They feel trapped in the mind because they think about what you both went through, and they think about the times that they may have hurt you, the individuals that they aligned with that may have caused a hindrance in this actual connection. For some of you, they're trying to forget about the whole situation and bond with friends, but it's not working because your energy is electric. Your energy is unforgettable. You know, whenever they were around you, they felt a sense of pride, you know, a sense of joy. They gained so much confidence by being with you. It's like both of your energies bounced off each other, not in a siphoning way, but in a way whereby they felt like you were their cheerleader and they were your cheerleader. You both wanted the best for each other. You were both winning, and they felt like they were winning when they were with you. And they're proud of you. They're proud of all that you have accomplished. And they know that you're smashing it behind the scenes, but they can't access you. And no matter how much they try and throw themselves into work, there's a part of them that feels a little bit unbalanced, because it's like, I've created this tower moment, or there has been a tower moment, and I need to rush back to you because your beauty is everything to this person. Not only are you a straight up and down vibe, you also have the looks to match. And it's like, how can someone be so amazing? You connected with this person's heart, and they feel like they connected to you on a soul level. What you both shared was skin deep, or it is skin deep. And they're starting to think that they can't find that anywhere else at all. Your beauty, your brains. And yeah, you got angry with this person. They found it kind of hot. But they're looking back on the arguments now, and they're thinking to themselves, you know what? You had a point. You see, this person likes to keep the peace, but even they are thinking about shaking up the status quo in regards to coming towards you. For some of you, this person's extremely angry, because I'm getting hot. This person's extremely angry with you because they feel like you abruptly left them without no warning, and they may want to rush in and ask questions, but they feel like even if they come towards you in a very angry and aggressive way, once they see you, they're going to melt, because what you both shared was pure magic. You brought a lot of sun into their life, a lot of happiness into their life. You connected to their inner child, or you helped them to connect to their inner child. You made them actually believe in love again, or for some of you, the first time. You saw qualities in them that they forgot about, or you saw qualities in them that they felt did not exist. You told them how amazing they were, how beautiful, how handsome they were, and you really boosted their, I'm just about to say ego, you boosted their confidence, no doubt. And you're a hard one to follow. Not to say they're searching for anyone like you, but they know that you are a one-off. They know that you are rare. Put it that way, because you are. You bring a lot of joy, magic, upliftment into their life. And they've never experienced how you made them feel before, and they doubt they will ever experience that again. You had soothing words, kind eyes, empathy, compassion, fun, vibes, positivity, and they miss that, and they are attracted to that energy. They see you as someone that is a go-getter, someone that is unique, vibrant, ambitious, the qualities that they never thought they will find in a person. They could be used to people only wanting them for their money, but you got your own money. You are your own King of Pentacles. You're all about doing things 50-50. Let's build together. And they feel like they've ruined it. For some of you, I feel like this person is very, very attracted to you. They find you to be extremely, extremely hot. They've tried to suppress their emotions. They've tried to, in some cases, forget about you. For some of you, you've been intimate with this individual and they can't get you out of their head. They can't get the image of what you both shared together on that day out of their head. They want to reenact that. And there's a nervousness there, like, what if you talk to someone else, or what if someone else gets to experience you, and it makes them feel overwhelmed, angry, paranoid, and they want to rush in and ask you questions. Are you talking to anyone else? And they ain't got no proof, and they know that if they do that, they're going to look crazy. But there is an energy of them feeling very addicted to what happened, your energy, the time that they shared with you. And it's not just about lust. It's about the connection that they feel that they have with you. They feel like they're falling in love with you. They can spend all day just talking to you without even doing anything. For others of you, you haven't been intimate with this individual before, but the times that you shared are so precious. You make them happy. Hashtag Brandy from the Never Say Never album. You make them happy, literally. And you're not supposed to only connect with someone just so that person can make you happy. You're supposed to make yourself happy, right? But you literally brought a lot of joy, and you do bring a lot of joy into this person's life. And again, for some of you, you're still in contact with this individual, and they're so excited. They're so excited about what could be. They're thinking about settling down with you, having babies, you know, building with you, taking care of you. They see you as their king or queen of cups, or their king of pentacles. They feel like you can both win together. They're very excited about this future, you know. And I also feel like this person, even though they may not seem like they think this way inclined, they see you as their soulmate. They feel like you literally can read each other's minds. They don't even have to say anything to you. You just understand on a soul level. Like, this connection right here is powerful. You know, this person wasn't looking for love. They were just so consumed with their career, and they met you, and it shocked them to the core about how much they feel for you. And they're coming out of feeling guilty because at first they told themselves that they don't deserve someone like you. And so they may have sabotaged the connection. And they felt guilty about that. They felt guilty for liking you. Maybe they felt guilty for liking you because they felt like they didn't have anything to offer. So let me stay away from them. Let me move away. But they don't feel like they're growing outside of this connection. There's a lack of growth. There's a lack of growth. They may have, for some of you, sabotaged this connection in favor of work in their career. Even if they are getting paid the money that they wanted, there's still something missing. There's a lack of growth. They're realizing that happiness doesn't just come from money. You know, happiness comes from other areas of your life. So even if they are getting money, there's other areas of their life that's blocked. The connection side, the fun that you brought into their life. And they're realizing that working too much, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. It won't make you feel whole. That's why we have the workaholic card in the reverse. And for some of you, this person feels like they're getting some type of karma now because they may have felt like they sabotaged this connection in favor of the material. They apologize as well because they feel like they're getting karma because there's something around listening to the wrong people, choosing the wrong path. And because they chose the wrong path, because they listened to the wrong people, they are very unhappy whatever path they took, whether this is in regards to a connection, a friendship, a work situation, some type of contract, a romantic situation. Please take what resonates. They are feeling the brunt of it. It's left them feeling depleted. There's a lack of growth. They're trying to push down the fact that they made the wrong choice because there is an energy of guilt. And there's an energy of guilt also for how attracted they are to you. Like, it's almost as if because they have so much intense passion, they told themselves that it was wrong because this person does respect you, right? So they don't want to, think of you in certain ways, right? Because they are respectable. But they're coming out of that energy. Like, they're learning that, okay, if you're attracted to someone, it's normal to think certain things. But this individual thought, okay, let me throw myself into work so I don't have to think these things about them. I don't have to pursue them. I don't have to show up. It's that type of energy, but it led to some type of karma, some type of backfire here. Again, there's something about listening to the wrong people because we also have the Three of Cups. Maybe they aligned with a certain group of people that you weren't too fond with, and they're seeing that you were right, and whoever they're connected with has added to their stress. But they're not feeling like a victim. This person doesn't want you to pity them, but they do actually feel very blocked right now with this Quest card in the reverse. You see, when they were around you, things were quite smooth sailing. You were both on the same page. It was a flow, and now everything's chaotic. Now they're in the Nine of Swords. Now they feel like they're literally losing everything. And you are that spark, that joy, that excitement, that is a once in a lifetime experience. And I'm picking up on this reading. They chose something, someone, opportunity over you, and they're paying for it. And maybe Spirit put you both on time out to let this person see that all that glitters is not gold, my darling. And sometimes the gold that you want is priceless. You don't have to pay. You don't have to work for, in regards to, selling yourself short. Because they are realizing that you were a gift. You are a gift. You didn't ask for nothing. It wasn't a situation of it being transactional, you showing up in their life. All you wanted was for them to be their true authentic self. And maybe they were too busy trying to please other people that in the process they lost themselves. And for some of you, they lost you and the connection. And They're angry with themselves. That's what it is. They're angry with themselves. But they may try and project this anger out on you. Like, why didn't you fight for us? Or and you'd be like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm straight chilling over here. Like, what's the matter with you? Because what they want to reconnect with you. They definitely want a reconciliation. Ending of July, August season could be of importance. Sagittarius season could be of importance. But there's something about August or July or September. But yeah, this person has seen the world and they are realizing that you are a one-off. You're one of a kind. They can search high and low to find you, to find the magic that resides within you, but they can't shake you. Even when they're alone, they think about you. Replaying the conversations, the times that you shared, the times that you had so much fun together. And they're weighing up the pros and cons of, did I just really trade my happiness and what I could have had for this, whatever this is, guys? But yeah, that's where they're at right now. But yeah, they can't seem to shake you. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled.